What's going on, guys? Welcome along to another video. I'm Matt with DSR, and today we found some shade because the sun is finally out. Summer is peeking its head. Not quite here, middle of June it should be. Anyway, looking at the DJI mic and the audio setup for moto vlogging. For me, previously I come from GoPro. With the GoPro I was using the media mod and a Purple Panda lapel mic inside the helmet. Now when I bought the DJI Osmo Action 4, I didn't want to go and fork out for another audio setup right away, so I wanted to try and use the Purple Panda lapel mic that I already had. That is where I picked up the DJI Osmo 3.5mm audio adapter. I did talk about this little adapter within the unboxing video. Check it out to right corner if you want to see that. In a nutshell, it pops into the side of the DJI camera. You take off the USB-C door and then this just plugs straight in, and then you get a 3.5mm which goes straight in to the side. At the time, that was the smallest and cheapest option for me to use my Purple Panda straight into the camera. I think this is about £35. I'll put the price on the screen. And I was hoping just to use this little adapter going forward. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist because there's a lot of things that I do wrong, settings and what have you. I tried it, I just didn't get the best audio that I was hoping for. It just wasn't as good that I personally thought compared to the GoPro media mod. So that is where I then went out and spent some more money and I bought the DJI Mic 2. Obviously there's different buying options. You can buy just the mic and the transmitter, or a dual pack. At the time I didn't have another £310 to spend on the dual pack, so I bought the mic with the transmitter and then I bought the travel case as well. And then eventually all I need to do is buy a single DJI Mic 2 to then have the complete set. But right now I don't need two mics to go with this, so that's why I went with that option. For me, I thought that was the most cost-effective solution to my problem to get the best audio. But again, this whole video is to decide what you guys think. If you think it was worth spending another £190 or whatever it was for the DJI Mic 2, or should I just stuck with the £35? I'm happy with my decision. This is going to be a good little test, so if you are in the same predicament as me, you can choose which way you want to go without having to spend that cash dollar. For reference, no one's sent me any products. These are all purchased with my own cash dollar. Unfortunately, DJI hook a brother up. Now, just coming from the GoPro with the media mod to the DJI with this as in essence the media mod, this and the DJI look a lot sleeker and smaller because as soon as you add the media mod of the GoPro onto the unit, it's huge and it's a lot of weight on the front of your helmet as well. I do think though it does look sleeker and smaller than the GoPro. I've not completely got rid of GoPro. That will always be used on the handlebars for the looking back, so the B-roll cameras, but I will not be going back to GoPro. DJI, at least for now, is the camera for me. I mean, it's awkward because I've only got one camera and I'm using that to film on right now. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to flip over to the B camera, which is the iPhone 13 Pro. Flip that around. Welcome to my park bench in some woods. I'm loving these magnetic mounts where you can just take it off of one and put it onto the other. So that's the door off. Camera's mounted. And then all that happens, hopefully this doesn't mess up the audio that I'm using, is you just push that into the side, like so. And that is the media mod connected, fitted, good to go. Find the end of your mic and then plug it in to the 3.5mm port. Obviously I'm not going to do that because then this would activate, I reckon, deactivating the wireless mic. But this isn't going to be a video of me just sat in the woods completely. We are going to get out and ride and test the difference out on the bike. This is just me showing you how I have them set up. So that there is the look you'd have if using just this setup. Now I'm going to take out that media mod. Now again, very difficult because I've only got one DJI mic and I'm using it to talk to you, but I want to show you where I want to mount it, or how I mount it, should I say. Now, if you don't know, the DJI mic also comes with a magnetic little backing and it just clips on like so. What I've done is I have utilised the magnetic arm pushing buttons I've utilised this magnetic arm sleeve, what you want to call it, on the back of the DJI Mic. And what I've done is I've gone and bought another couple of these little magnets. Now one of those magnets I super glued inside the helmet. Now this is the inside of the helmet, and you can see, yeah, that is the super glue where it run away, but doesn't bother me, doesn't get in the way. And that is it. That little magnet down there is what I magnetically mount the DJI Mic 2 to. Now bear with me, audio might go away. I might have to do a voiceover for this next part. And what I do when I mount it, I don't mount it uppermost because the mic's at the top. I actually mount it upside down. So it's like this. Now, as awkward as that was to show, that is how I mount the DJI mic inside the helmet. And the reason I mount it upside down is because I found that when I had the mic mounted upward, I don't like to use a dead cat in there, tickles my face, got a little bit of a bum fluff going on, and it kind of annoyed me. So when it was mounted upright, in between me talking, it was picking up too much of me breathing. My nose was actually blowing straight onto the mic. Now I don't have noise cancelling on when I'm filming on the bike, because I do find with the exhaust tone, it digitally can't really handle the constant strange noise up and down. It sounds too weird when I'm talking. So noise cancelling is off. So that means when the mic's upright, too much breathing on it. So I flip it upside down, and you can't tell on the audio because it picks my voice up just as well, but there is no breathing in between talking. And the other thing you may have seen on the DJI Mic 2 is I've got this little silicone cover. Now the reason for that is I've actually dropped this mic 3 or 4 times out of the helmet when I've grabbed my helmet, moved it, I'm trying to get it out, whatever. It's only fallen out when I've gone to get it out. It has never fallen out when I've been riding, but yeah, it's fallen out a few times. And if you've seen these new DJI Mic 2s, they've got a lovely clear case. So I wanted to keep it nice, protect it a little, don't want to get scratched up. For reference, I used to mount the Purple Panda behind the cheek pad rather than front, because then it would still get too much talking, noise, breathing on the mic. The mic itself does have not the dead cap, but the kind of the black sponge cover. So that's on it, but it's also behind the cheek pad just to give it another layer onto it. Hopefully half of that had made sense. Now let's get on the bike and I'll show you the difference between the Purple Panda lapel mic and the DJI Mic 2. Actually, before we go out there, with the DJI Mic 2, it does have a 3.5mm port in. So if I wanted, and I didn't want to put the mic inside the helmet, I could still use the Purple Panda lapel mic by putting it into the DJI Mic 2, and I can place that into a pocket. That is also an option. But for me, I like this whole wireless connectivity setup. DJI've got it and it works fantastic. So I might as well use it to its full potential. Here we go then, we are on the bike. I've got the Purple Panda lapel mic connected via the 3.5mm audio adapter. I've got the gain set to -12. Now the gain does go all the way up to -20. The reason why I've done it to -12 is when I do connect the DJI Mic 2, that will also be at -12, and then -12 is the highest that goes. My visor is closed, doing 60 miles an hour, I've got the Acrocan on, and finally, today's actually turning out to be a really nice day. So now, what do we think about the DJI camera with the audio adapter using the Purple Panda? I'm talking at normal level, use your wind. What I can do is I'll drop it down to 30-40 miles an hour. Does that make much difference? I'm just going to waffle for a few minutes just so we can kind of get an understanding of how this mic handles whilst on the bike motovlogging. As you can see, I do have the Chigga unit at the top, and once again the GPS unit has not picked up any satellites, and so there is no speed, and it's quite frustrating because that happens more regularly than what the thing picks up any signal from the satellites. Sometimes it's hard to waffle about nothing when you need to. So in a minute I will change over to the DJI Mic 2 and you'll be able to hear the difference, but I want you, when that happens, in the comment box below, just let me know which one do you prefer. Which one would you personally pick? Would you go for the Purple Panda with this mod sticking out the side, or would you go for the Mic 2 so it's all waterproof? That's the other thing, is obviously with this mod on, it's not waterproof now. So that is a big problem for someone who's on bikes. At the minute, yeah, it's not going to rain, happy days, but we don't always have that luxury in the UK, so I would want to have this waterproof. And obviously, to have that, I'd have to have the door on, sealed, shut, using the mic too. But like I said earlier, don't forget, you can use the lapel mic with the mic in your pocket. But then that's wires and it's just getting caught, and you take your helmet off and you forgot you still got the mic in your pocket, and then that gets pulled and then it gets pulled out, yada yada, pain in the bum. So what we'll do now, I'll find someone to pull over and we will put the DJI Mic 2 in, connect that up, and then see what we think of the difference. Here we go then, DJI Mic 2. Like I said, I have the gain set to -12. The mic is upside down inside the helmet. Noise cancelling is off, just creates a very weird digital voice where it's trying to fight against the exhaust and the engine sound whilst I'm talking. So I'd rather just not have that on. Visor is down and shut. What do we think? Do we prefer the Purple Panda or the DJI Mic 2? Now, one thing I do find with the Mic 2 when I am editing the videos is I do need to bump it up a little bit and give it a little bit of bass. I have seen quite a few videos saying that people need to mess around with the EQ of the Mic 2 just to get it premium, and I would agree with that. That straight out of the box, it's not 100% perfect, but the good thing is you can adjust it and play around with it and get it how you want it to sound. Later on, I am going to do another video where I'm going to see the difference between -12 gain, -6 and 0 with having the mic inside the helmet. When I am outside doing my walk around to the bike, I put the gain at 0. The only reason I put it at -12 in the helmet is because I've seen some videos of people say that. So I thought about testing it myself, and that'll be the next video you'll see coming out probably next week or the week after. Again, I am just waffling right now, just so you can see the difference in the audio level. Which one do you prefer? Comment below, lapel or DJI Mic 2. Stationary, visor open, it's getting a little bit muggy. We're at 19 degrees. I've taken the thermal liner out, so I'm a little bit cooler. Maybe I should have worn my mesh jacket, but c'est la vie. Well, I think that is enough waffling from me. From me personally, when I tested this before, I definitely preferred the DJI Mic 2. More importantly, like I said, this is waterproof right now. It's wireless, it all works. It's what I'm going to use in the future, because it's what I've been using in the past. I'm going to take out the Purple Panda from the helmet because I don't need that, even as a backup. It's gone, it's out of here. After you've left that comment below, go and check out some other videos. There's nothing else to say but like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Ride safe.